Hello everyone, myself Hina Yadav, Assistant Professor, Visual Art Drawing and Painting Department. Art theory teaches us what to see in an artwork. So I'm here with very interesting topic that is elements of art. So let's start today's video. Topic to be covered in this video into three parts. First is introduction, then characteristics and its importance. Then I'll explain one by one three elements of art. Rest of the elements of art I'll cover in next video. As we know, human needs a language to communicate their thoughts, feelings, and ideas. In the art field, that language are based on concepts called elements of art. These are the building blocks of an artwork. Elements of art are the basic components of art making. If you want to create an artwork, then you have to knowledge line, space, color, texture. Okay? It is impossible to create an artwork without using at least one of the six elements. So, no elements of art, no artwork. So, why it is so important? Because these elements of art is the ABCD of an artwork. By knowing all elements, you can master the skills. Suppose you have knowledge, line, color, space, and all elements, then you will be able to understand an artwork. They not only help to understand an art, but also help in appreciating. So, let's find out how many elements of art are there. First element is dot and line. Second one is shape and form, and then color, tone, value, texture, and space. First element, point and line. Point is known as a dot. A dot is the beginning of the line. When several points combine together, then they become more effective and finally they form a line. I'm sure you have made this type of drawings in your childhood days where lots of dots were given to complete the figure. Therefore, dot is the first important elements of art. Hope you have seen lots of dots in mandalas where people use only dots to make entire composition. Some people find it meditative because it helps to envision how to achieve the perfect self. In India, there are many artists who have used point or a bindu as a focus of their whole composition. As I told earlier, point is the beginning of a line, as well as line has direction and movement. According to Paul Klee, a line is a dot that went for a walk. Line can be thick, thin, dashed, dotted, curvy, zigzag, and so on. Thick lines more powerful than thin lines. Broken lines have a space or a gaps. They can be dotted or dashed. So here are different types of line. First we have vertical line, then horizontal, curved, diagonal line, parallel line, wavy or rhythmic line, dashed or broken line, spiral line, curly and zigzag lines. Here are few examples of line. Lines can be seen everywhere. You can identify vertical, horizontal, parallel line, curly line, rhythmic line in real objects around you. Effects of lines. Lines can vary by length and style. Some lines can be short, long, and medium. Sometimes lines create illusion and confusion. They have ability to express emotions and feeling too. Every line has a meaning. Let's find out what lines represent. Vertical lines communicate feelings of power, strength, stability, dignity, and aspiration. Straight horizontal lines indicate a sense of motionless rest and peace, repose, calm, and balance. Diagonal lines suggest feelings of movement or direction, excitement, restlessness, and agitation. Curved lines gently alternative directions, up, down, left, right. They represent beauty, grace, simplicity. Rhythmic lines or wavy lines represent charm, continuity. Radiating lines always represent glory, devotion, expansion, freedom, and ambition. Now, most important second element, shape and form. Basically, shape is a flat area surrounded by edges or an outline. When we put two or more lines together on a surface, then we create a shape. Square, triangle, circle, rectangle. These are four basic geometric shapes. With the help of these four, we can create all other shapes. Shapes are two-dimensional. They have height and length. That's why they are flat. When we add third dimension in it, then they become form. Circle becomes a sphere, square becomes a cube, okay? And a triangle becomes a cone or pyramid. There are two categories of shapes, geometric shapes and organic shapes. Geometric shapes called man-made shapes because we use straight line, angles and curved line. Okay. Organic shapes are irregular shapes with natural free-flowing curving appearance and they are called natural shapes. Here are some examples of organic shapes. The next element is color. As we know, color is very important in human life. Everything can be seen only because of its color. According to Lehan, colors are the smiles of nature. Color is a property processed by an object to produce different sensations with the help of reflection of light. I'm sure you have done this definition in previous classes. Light from the sun is actually combination of a spectrum of colors. So light has an important role to defining a color. The concept of the color wheel was invented when Sir Isaac Newton bent the color spectrum into a circle. Since then, the color wheel has been used as a tool for understanding color relationships and creating harmonious color schemes. The color wheel clearly shows which colors are warm and cool, complementary, and analogous. Now, coming to the classification of colors, there are three types of colors: primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors. First category we have primary colors. Basically, these colors are the first and most essential of the all colors. Red, yellow, blue are the primary colors. They are pure and basic. It means they cannot be made by mixing other colors together. All the colors are made from these three colors. Now, secondary colors. These are also three secondary colors. Secondary colors is made by mixing two primary colors together. When we mix red with blue, then we create violet. Similarly, when we mix red with yellow, then we found orange. Next, yellow with blue create green. Now, tertiary colors. One primary with one secondary is called tertiary colors. Let's see how we can create it. When we mix red, one primary, with one secondary orange, then we create red orange. One primary red with one secondary violet, then we found tertiary color red violet. First primary blue with one secondary violet is called blue violet. First category primary color blue, when we mix it green, then we found blue green. Yellow with green, we create yellow green. One primary yellow with one secondary orange, then we create yellow orange. Here we have done primary, secondary and tertiary colors. After doing the classification of colors into primary, secondary and tertiary colors, we should also know the complementary colors. Complementary colors are opposite each other on the color wheel. They complete or enhance each other. Complementary colors are pairs of colors that, when used together, create high contrast. Complementary colors lie opposite each other on the color wheel. As you can see in the slide, red and green are perfect contrast. Orange and blue are perfect contrast. Yellow and violet are opposite. Colors can be also classified into warm and cool colors. Warm colors are red, orange, yellow, the colors of sun and fire. They evoke feelings of warmth. Cool colors are soothing and restful. They remind us water or sky. All shades of blue and green are cool colors. Monochrome color. A monochrome means a single color. So one color plan that uses different tints, shades and intensities of the color. Analogous color. Analogous color are neighboring color on the color wheel. As you can see, yellow, yellow orange, orange, red orange, they are neighboring color. So you can identify all neighboring color when you see wheel. Neutral colors. White, gray, beige and black are neutral colors. Color property. Every color has three dimensions and qualities: hue, value, intensity. Hue refers the name of color like red hue, orange hue, blue hue and so on. Value. Value refers to the lightness or darkness of a color. Value is known as a tone. It can also be considered as a separate element. By giving value and tones, you give depth and perception to any object that you make. Intensity, the brightness or dullness of a color. So, what's your favorite color? Observe color from nature and then make your own color palette. I think this will be very interesting for you all. Here, I'm leaving a question for you all students. Which color of shirt nature wears? Thank you so much.